What if I told you that failing a course with an F might actually be better than passing with an E? Would you believe me? I guess not, right? But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you would understand why an E is a silent killer for your CGPA, but an F can actually give you a second chance. Welcome to Success Academic TV, where we teach, coach, and prepare you for academic excellence. Whether you're a university student, or you're an undergraduate, or you're a secondary school student, trust me, this channel is for you. In this channel, you see where we solve difficult topics in mathematics, physics, further mathematics, and chemistry, and other difficult courses. Now, before I show you why an F is far better than an E, I want you to do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button below at the bottom of your screen so that you can have access to other wonderful videos like this. You can have access to when we break down difficult equations, questions, and different enlightening videos that can help you as a student. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Trust me, learning is fun here, and your brain will thank you for it. All right, let's get straight down to business. So I said, why is an F far better than an E? Now, first things first, I'd like to show you the different grading system in the university. We have A, B, C, D, E, F. In the university system, for a student to acquire an A grade, the student must have scored a score of 70 and above. To get a B grade, the student must have gotten a score between 60 to 69. To get a C grade, the student must have gotten 50 to 59. To get a D grade, the student must have gotten between the score of 45 to 49. And E, 40 to 44. And for an F, any score less than 40 is an F. We don't wish that for any of our students, by the way. Okay, let's keep going. So these are the scores that must be attained by a student to acquire each of these grades. But it's also what we call the grading point of the university system, the grading points. So in order to understand why an F is far better than an E, it's important that you understand these two key points. These are the scores that must be obtained to acquire each of these grades, but each grade comes with a grading point in the university system. The grading point for an A is 5 maximum points. Anytime you make an A in any course in university, you get 5 maximum points. The grading point for a B is 4. The grading point for a C is 3. Those that watched my last video on how to calculate your CGPA, you see I mentioned something like this there. A D is 2 points, and E is 1 point, and F is 0. So these are the different grading points for the possible grades in the university system. But based on our topic, our focus will be on these last two, E and F. As you can see here, anytime a student gets an E, you get 1 point. And when a student makes an F, you get 0 points. So if I were to ask most students, would you prefer an E or an F? I think 80% of students will go for an E. Okay, I think I should ask the audience. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you prefer an E or an F? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Do you prefer an E or an F? Drop your thoughts right now in the comment section. It's open. Tell me, do you prefer an E? Will you rather have an E and not write the course again, or an F and write the course again? Drop your comments in the comment section while we continue. Moving forward. For an E class, what is the problem with an E? That I'm saying that an F is far better than an E. The problem I have with an E score is that it only gives you 1 point and no chance to write again. You can see in the grading points here that anytime you make an A, you have just 1 point. And 1 point does nothing to your CGPA. I usually refer to an E as a slow poison. A slow what? A slow poison or a silent killer. It gradually drains your CGPA. In fact, it's better there's no score there than to get an E. Because an E student, a consistent E student, will eventually come up with a CGPA of less than 1.0. And in the university grading system, a CGPA of less than 1.0 is a student that might soon be rusticated from the university. And most students do not know that the more E you acquire, the gradually your CGPA is dying. Your CGPA dies a very slow, unnoticeable death because E's drain your CGPA. That's why we call them slow poisons. Now let's go to the F. Now, although F, you have 0 points. So this person is happy. When two students see their result, one person got an A, is happy at the moment. It only gives you quick happiness. But very soon you find out that it didn't do anything to your result. This other student made an F and is very sad. But the advantage of this F over an E is that this F student has the advantage of repeating the course again. Because in the university system, an F represents a carryover. And what does a carryover mean? It means that you have to go back the next section to write the course again. And this F student writing the course again gives him the chance of making the maximum score A. Although in some universities, when you fail a course, even if you make an A, they automatically turn it to a B. Why some universities turn it to a C? But even if they turn this A to a B or a C, a B, don't forget, gives you 4 points. A C gives you 3 points. And universities where they don't turn, because not all universities follow this rule, you still get your full 5 marks. I think most universities have actually scrapped this. But even if they haven't, in the worst case scenario, you still have 3 points, which is far better than 1 point. Because when you have 3 points, at least it means if you consistently make a CGPA of 3 points, a grade of 3 points, your CGPA will still be in a respectable level. Are we together? Now, please, if you're watching me saying CGPA and you're wondering what are we talking about, many students have found out in the university do not know how to calculate their CGPA. If you're one of those students that do not know how to calculate their CGPA, I don't blame you, I don't fault you, because I was a university student too, and I did not know how to calculate my CGPA. No lecturer taught us in the university. But I've done a video that will explain step by step how to calculate your CGPA. We have met many students that have told us that they have watched several videos on how to calculate their CGPA, but they are still confused. I want to give you a challenge to try our video on how to calculate your CGPA, and you see how we break it down to your understanding. So you can go to the channel, scroll through our videos. It's one of the latest videos we posted this week, and then you see how to calculate your CGPA. That's another reason why you should hit that subscribe button, so that anytime we post new videos that can help you, no matter where you're schooling, you'll see those videos and you will learn from them. But if you've not subscribed to us, you won't know when we post videos. You won't be informed. So there's a video on how to calculate your CGPA. So please go and watch that video, because we will not be doing that today. Today is, as I'm showing you, I just showed you that when you make an E, you get 1 point and you cannot write the course again. When you make an F, you get 0 point, but you can write the course again and make 5 points. And these 5 points, if you maintain a grade of 5 points, is a first class. If you maintain a grade of 5 points, is a what? Is a first class. So this person got 1 point and did not write the course. This person got 0 points, but came back to write the course and made an A, and it's far better than this E student. I hope you have learned something today. Although before I round up, I want you to know that I'm not encouraging students to make an F. No, I'm not saying that now you should go and fail all your courses. When you write an exam for the first time, still give it your maximum, still give it your best, put in your efforts, target, go for the best possible result and A. But we are saying that in the case something happens and you got an F, there's no student that cannot fail. Your tutor that I'm talking to you today, I had an F when I was in university, my 200 level. I had 1 F, my only F in the university. I got 37. I got 37 all over 100. Remember that I said when you get anything less than 40, you get an F. I got 37. But my colleagues that passed the course with an E, they were happy. I was sad. But I came back and I wrote the course again. And I made an A. And when we graduated, my CGPA was higher than those that were gathering E's. That's why I said I should do this video to explain to students that if you saw an F in any of your results, don't feel too down. It's an opportunity for you to write that course again and do much better. So I hope this video has been able to help you one way or the other. That is the next video that will be coming up next, and that video will even blow your mind more. I'll be teaching you the common mistakes made in the first 5 minutes of the exam hall for most Nigerian students, most university students. The common mistakes made by university students in the first 5 minutes. Not just university students, all students, whether you're secondary school, the common mistakes made in the first 5 minutes of in the exam hall. And this is why most students fail the exam. In the next video, I'll be telling you the common mistake that most students make in the first 5 minutes. Something you should never do in the first 5 minutes of an exam. I'll be showing you the next video. And in that next video, I'll also be showing you why you should never answer question 1. Never start with question 1. If you want me to drop this next video, I want you to just drop a yes in the comment section. Drop a yes in the comment section, and this video will be yours in the next day. So thank you for staying with us. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.